Hi guys, I'm David Jeka. I just thought I'd make this longer rig breakdown for the enRig if you didn't really get some of the things in the faster version, and I can better explain some of the properties of the enRig in this video. And it'll maybe also be useful for some other people because Cubo is still being modeled, but the Cubo rig is basically going to be the same as the enRig except without the skirt and all that. Okay, but I'm gonna maybe fly through the more basic stuff, and then I'll touch longer on the stuff that I couldn't really talk about in the longer breakthrough, but I'll go through everything really quickly. So of course the head. The first thing is you'll see many of the tools, especially along her spine area, have these drivers, these follow drivers. So of course this says follow neck, so that just means it's going to be following the neck, and if you turn that off, it of course will not be following the neck, just for a little extra flexibility. And if you didn't get, in the faster version, there was this stretch. This is just the stretch amount. A little nifty. So there's the head. It has a bunch of phonemes. Before the phonemes, I'm sorry, it's the squash, which can be blended in with the bend. And then the bend amount, some weird things. And then the phonemes for her speech and such. And you can, these are all blend shapes, so they can be blended together for, I mean, they'll probably look really weird, but they could blend together with the blends in here and such. And maybe the little tweaks. And we just have the cheek and the upper cheeks. These little tweaks will follow her blink if you do need to mess with her lid as you're moving them. And then her eye control. The eye control, of course, can be moved outwards if you want her to maybe be looking at something far away to get some better accuracy. They are just closer for now, so excuse me, so the shine and such will have an easier effect since it's IK based. The hair controls are lattice based, so you just move. If you just move the bottom one, the whole thing will move, and then you could rotate it. And every hair has mostly a middle and a bottom, and then we have these fuller hair controls to move the whole hair easier, and of course a mid one. And then the brows, this brow is also blend based, so you can blend maybe the down and the sadder one together, or I'm sorry, the sad and then the mad, or the up and sad mad, and then to tweak to get little detail in there. And the brows, of course, will follow. The tongue controls, they're all in the mouth and animation, and you know, if you want them to all go in the Y direction, you can just highlight with the Y, just holding control, and then shift slide. Here's the clavicles. Fun thing about this rig is her little bendy animation controls. The hands are very simple. You can turn the stretch is on automatically, but if you want, you could turn it off just by pressing 0 for off. And then here's the twist and the elbow. And again, like I said, the hands are very simple, so if you just want to make her into a fist, for example, you would select all the fingers and say Control click all the Y's and bend those in. The shawl, her shawl does follow the hands automatically for some easier animation, but if you do want some follow through or such segment animation, she does have these upper controls and then these other controls for the bottom of the shawls. Again, like you saw in the faster video, there's a squash amount for tummy area. It's set at 0.5. 0.5 is really the good area in my opinion, but if you really want to over-exaggerate it, then you could play with that. And then there is the follow pelvis. The follow pelvis is on automatically for the rig when you will load it, but of course you can turn that off with 0. And then as you move the pelvis, it will not move. The skirt has a lot of controls. It has these separate bends, these separate blend bends, and then these flares, the twist and the squash. Oh. And then these middle controls. And what I like about the best is that the lower controls actually follow. They will stick to her skirt. And her legs have about the same squashy controls, which is fun. Then if you want to mess with walking animation, she has the toe roll, the foot roll, the heel roll, and of course her bank. And again, if you want to turn the stretch on and off, it's right there with off, and stretches off. Here's her master control. When you are ready to render her, you could just turn controls off, and boom, the controls go away. This won't render, don't worry about that. And if you do have to scale her in a scene, go to outliner, and go to her global. You can also move her with the global, but, you know, master control can do that. Don't forget about our cog. Head control's not following neck right now. Maybe that would be useful for the cog. And then if you do want FK, they are all, of course, on the cog. Cool. Alright, thanks guys. If you do, excuse me, if you do need changes done, animators to the rig, please feel free to contact me, David Jeka, or talk to Axel, and we'll see what we can do. Thank you.